Debuting on CBS in October of 1981, Dark Night of the Scarecrow is hands down one of the best made-for-television horror movies ever. It's a creepy, atmospheric, supernatural revenge thriller with a great cast, a compelling story, and what an ending. It's also quite dark, and it hits pretty close to home for me. Having a younger brother on the spectrum and having worked with people with intellectual and developmental disabilities for nearly 2 decades, I've seen firsthand how people with special needs are stigmatized and mistreated. So watching a movie in which a special needs man nicknamed Bubba get mistreated the way he is here, it hits a little differently. Oh, by the way, me calling Jeremy Bubba has nothing to do with this movie. I was calling him that long before I first saw Dark Night of the Scarecrow. Bubba's best friend is a little girl named Mary Lee, and while Bubba's a grown man, and a fairly good-sized one at that, the two are about the same age mentally. One afternoon while playing, Mary Lee gets mauled by a dog, but everyone suspects that Bubba did the mauling himself. A posse is formed by a group of yokels who already have it in for Bubba. They track him down and execute him, firing squad style, while he's hiding, all done up inside a scarecrow. Eventually, the truth comes out. Not only did Bubba not hurt Mary Lee, he saved her life. Soon the men responsible for Bubba's death begin to meet their own untimely and mysterious ends. Could Bubba's vengeful mother be responsible? Could it be the county DA who knows those men got away with murder? Or is Bubba back? First, what a cast. The late great Larry Drake plays Bubba. He's not in the movie all that long, but he definitely makes the most of what screen time he has. Drake's portrayal of a special needs man is one of the more respectful that I've seen. He doesn't go over the top. He doesn't go into pantomime. He simply plays a simple man who, while intellectually stunted, still knows the difference between right and wrong. As for those dastardly yokels, they're led by the detestable Otis, played by Charles Durning. Familiar faces like Lane Smith, Robert F. Lyons, and Claude Earl Jones round out the yokels. All deliver strong performances, but it's Durning's turn as Otis that truly shines. Like the slime on a slug's back, because he is one loathsome and disgusting SOB. The movie hints that his concern for young Mary Lee isn't because he's some kind of noble protector or anything, but because, as Jeremy would say,
he's a creep.
And a sociopath. You get the impression that he's hiding too, and he'll do anything to protect his own skin. Seeing him and the rest of his cronies get their comeuppance, talk about satisfying. But this isn't just a revenge movie. Writer J.D. Feigelson, who also wrote the criminally overlooked made-for-cable thriller Nightmare on the 13th Floor, crafts something a little deeper, a little more grounded here, exploring small-town politics, small-minded people, and the corruption of innocence. And there's the mystery elements. Feigelson keeps you guessing as to who or what is causing all the ruckus. When Mary Lee says that she still speaks to Bubba, even after his death, could all that just be in the mind of a grieving child who's lost their best friend? There's a great scene in which Bubba's mother, played by Jocelyn Brando, has to explain to Mary Lee that Bubba's gone, and despite the fact that Mary Lee insists that she knows all of Bubba's favorite hiding places, she doesn't understand that Bubba's gone. Mary Lee later tells Bubba's mother, while kneeling at the spot where he died, that Bubba isn't gone. He's just playing the hiding game. How right she is. I've always felt like Dark Night of the Scarecrow had this dreamlike quality. It's all in the way the movie was shot. It's the white glow about the movie. It's also odd because the movie is supposed to take place in the South, and it does have kind of a Southern Gothic feel about it, even though it was clearly shot somewhere in California. The closing moments of Dark Night of the Scarecrow, which take place in a field of pumpkins, nice touch, are quite powerful and chilling. It's also a great movie to watch around Halloween because the movie takes place around Halloween. Dark Night of the Scarecrow is a classic. It's a must-watch for all horror fans. If you've not seen it, I can't recommend it any higher. As for this new 4K release from VCI, I thought the movie looked pretty good here, with some caveats. Colors like blues, reds, and yellows really pop, but white colors and skin tones, and sometimes just random surfaces, looked watery to me, like watercolory. I'm not sure what that's about. I thought maybe my old man eyes were playing tricks on me, but I went back and watched certain sequences on the 4K, and yeah, skin tones, random surfaces, the color whites just at times appeared watery to me. It certainly didn't hinder my overall enjoyment of watching the film on this 4K, and there's a pretty good amount of detail present. For instance, you can see every little drop of sweat on Charles Durning's face. Come to think of it, he sweats a lot in this movie, and you see every drop. For audio, we're treated to a DTS HD Master Audio 2.0 track, which I thought sounded crystal clear, clean, and pretty good. Overall, I'd give the picture quality on this release a 3.5 out of 5, and the audio quality a 4 out of 5. As far as extras are concerned, first up we have Bubba Didn't Do It, 30 Years of the Scarecrow by Daniel Griffith. It's 31 minutes and 41 seconds in length. It includes interviews with J.D. Feigelson, Stuart Gordon, Larry Drake, Robert J. Coster, Frank De Felitta, Tanya Crow, and Robert F. Lyons. Mr. Feigelson discusses learning a lot about screenwriting from both Ray Bradbury and Rod Serling. He discusses writing Dark Knight of the Scarecrow and pitching it to CBS. Mr. De Felitta discusses loving the script. They discuss the cast, and Miss Crow discusses her character. Mr. Drake discusses getting cast as Bubba. They discuss the shooting locations, the tight schedule, the finale, the movie's premiere on CBS, the fandom, the film's legacy, and much more. We get the CBS world premiere promo from 1981, the CBS network rebroadcast promo from 1985, behind the scenes and a behind the scenes photo gallery. We get the Dark Knight of the Scarecrow cast Q&A with J.D. Feigelson, Larry Drake, and Tanya Crow from Fright Night Film Fest, the same Fright Night Film Fest where I met Larry Drake. It's 46 minutes and 4 seconds in length. We get an audio commentary with J.D. Feigelson and Frank De Felitta, and we get a triple fan commentary with Serial at Midnight's Heath Holland and film historians Amanda Reyes and Robert Kelly. This release also includes the sequel, Dark Knight of the Scarecrow 2, which I did a full review of last year sometime, so go check out that video for my thoughts on Dark Knight of the Scarecrow Part 2. This is a very nice release for Dark Knight of the Scarecrow from VCI Entertainment. If you're a fan of the movie, then this release should be in your collection. Let me know your thoughts on Dark Knight of the Scarecrow down in the comments section below. And if you've seen Dark Knight of the Scarecrow 2, let me know your thoughts on it as well. If you like this video, please leave it a thumbs up and share it on social media. If you're not following me on social media, those links are in the description. As always, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Take care. And until next time, peace. A huge thank you to all my patrons and channel members for your generosity and support. Become a patron today and get early access to videos, have a say in what content appears on my channel, join me for monthly live streams, exclusive watch parties, and more. Become a channel member today and get access to exclusive badges and emotes to use when I stream, as well as members-only watch parties. Both those links are in the description. Say hello to the internet, Jeremy.
Hello to the internet.